It has been almost 6 weeks since an Immigration and Customs Enforcement officer shot and killed Johann Sebastian Guerrero outside of his Biddeford home.
Congresswoman Shelley Pingree says the target of that enforcement was actually Guerrero's roommate. New at 6, our political reporter Jackie Mundry spoke to that roommate's attorney.
Jonathan Ramirez was the roommate and best friend of Johann Sebastian Guerrero. He was also the owner of the car Guerrero was driving at the time of his death. Congresswoman Shelley Pingree says neither Ramirez or Guerrero had a final removal order.
There's no reason that anyone in that apartment, and by that I mean Jonathan, his partner, their 2 kids, Johann Sebastian, his partner, their daughter, would be, quote, targeted.
Immigration attorney Carrie Doyle says all of those people had the legal right to be in the country. This just days after Congresswoman Shelley Pingree hosted a House Committee on Homeland Security field hearing in Biddeford.
Johann Sebastian Jerome Guerrero should be alive today.
The hearing was a formal congressional hearing. Therefore, all of the comments made were on the record. The lawmakers who hosted the hearing say they want to take what they learned back to Washington to demand answers from the Trump administration. Doyle says Guerrero and Ramirez were both pursuing legal status, and neither of the 2 men have ever been detained by ICE.
You have a right to you have due process rights to see a judge, to have your case heard, to apply for any relief.
A person can only be detained or deported if they have what is called a final removal order.
I think if ICE is implying that one of them was of interest to them, I question that statement.
Here's how someone gets a final removal order. If someone enters the country without legal status, like a work or school visa, they can go to the border and say they want to seek asylum. That means a person can present their case to an immigration judge, and they are legally allowed to be in the country until then. That's where Ramirez's case stands now. If a judge decides the person does not qualify for asylum, then the person will be given a final removal order. And if they do not leave the United States, they can be detained or deported. Doyle adds that the last few weeks have been a challenge.
It's been really, really hard for them. I mean, Johann Sebastian was his best friend.
In an email from ICE, the agency says it was conducting targeted surveillance at the last known address of an illegal alien with a final removal order. The agency has not stated, though, whether or not Guerrero or Ramirez were the target of that surveillance. In Biddeford, I'm Jackie Mundry for Maine's Total Coverage.